My name is Kelcie.
There we go.
And I have watched Doctor Who 100,000,000 times.
My name's Bree. I watched it one time, but basically forgot everything.
Only the first season, by the way.
Only the first season.
Yeah.
But I basically don't remember anything. So it's like watching it for the first time.
Watching it for the first time. And you have no idea about any of the later seasons,
No.
what goes on,
Mm-mm.
anything.
Mm-mm.
Yes. I love that.
Okay, go ahead.
What's a doctor's number? Do you know his phone number?
Why would I know his phone number?
I don't know. Yeah, so this week we watched episode 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
And last week.
Oh, these were good ones.
These were, especially because last week, they were kind of...
What were the ones last week?
It was the Dalek.
Like, that thing. That was that last week?
Yeah, Dalek and the beaming, the station.
So it was like the president, Dalek, that whole thing?
Yeah, like the museum.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Sorry.
President.
I thought you were talking about the...
Oh, no.
What is that called?
The Sladine.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad. I was like, that was last week? Nope, sure wasn't.
No.
Anyhow.
It's because you watched the previews for
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Got me good.
Yeah.
Okay.
On our Instagram, we always have a monthly calendar of exactly what episodes we are posting on this podcast, and it breaks down what episodes we're watching or talking about that week for Doctor Who. We also have our book club and exactly what chapters or parts, pages that have read and are going to be talking about.
So you want to stay updated in the know with us, truly.
Yeah, like watch us or like watch the show with us.
Boom.
Read the books with us.
Yeah.
It's always on there. So check our Instagram if you want to follow along.
the.tbr.podcast.
On Instagram. Okay, talking about this week. So yeah.
No, really good ones this week.
8 through 10. So
Father's Day.
Yeah. Wait, you knew the title of that.
I sure did.
So yeah, so episode 8 was Father's Day. It was directed by Joe Aherney. I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry, Joe. And it was written by Paul Cornell.
Ooh.
Paul, okay.
Cornell.
So, here's a little recap. Oh, wait. And it came out May 14th, 2005.
Oh.
So, Rose asks the doctor to take her back to the day her father, Pete Tyler, died in a hit-and-run accident. Instead of being with him as he dies, Rose saves Pete's life, creating a wound in time and space, which flying creatures known as Reapers attempt to treat by consuming everyone in it. The guests at the wedding of Jackie and Pete's friends hide in a church while the doctor tries to summon the TARDIS inside. Jackie accuses Pete of having another daughter, and to prove that Rose is the same as the baby Rose, he puts the baby in the older Rose's arms, causing a Reaper to appear inside the church and kill the doctor. Pete realizes he must die for everything to be repaired, and throws himself in front of the car, which has been appearing and reappearing around the corner of the church, causing everyone the Reapers consumed, including the doctor, to return. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Oh, no, that was a good one. Because I first thought, like, the way they were talking about her father in the other episodes, I'm like, like, what is it? What's really a story? You know, like, is he dead?
Yeah.
Is he attached to the bad wolf thing? Is there more to that? Because especially when the mom
Jackie,
was talking about, your father died.
Oh, at the beginning of that
episode?
episode?
Yeah, and she was like going through like step by step what happened. I was like, but no one was there to see him.
Yeah.
I know all the details. I know you could put it together, but like, okay. So then when we go to see like the death or whatever, I was like, nah. Because he heard to get out of his car, I thought like something else was gonna happen. You're like, this is what really happened to her father.
Right. Like maybe it has something to do with like aliens killing him.
Either like aliens or even just like what was he mixed up in, government or something. But no, I'm still pleasantly surprised. And it was very regular. But also I knew the first time she went to go like, let me just watch till he dies and maybe be there for him.
Yeah.
I was like, she's gonna try to save him. Or like her being so close.
I know, they were literally right at the edge of the curb.
Yeah.
And his car was like 2 steps away.
A couple feet away. Boom. Like.
And this Pete guy, he was just like, these random people watching me, okay.
I thought he was gonna like get out, see them, and then like.
Be like,
it'll stop him from like getting hit. So I was like, huh? But I knew it. I was like, she's gonna save him. I thought the first thing was happening. Then he was like, let's come back again to be with him.
Yeah, because she messed up.
Yeah. But then he said
that was
something.
sweet of the doctor to like do again. Like breaking the rules or bending the rules, I guess, for her.
But I feel like everything that happened afterward, that's his fault.
That's his fault?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Because he's a Time Lord. He knows about time.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't go to the same place with the same people that are like with yourself and try to change.
No, but he was
But it
like,
was very
Rose,
sweet.
for Rose.
But Zong trying to be like, you're an idiot. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
No, they did come at each other.
Yeah, you're lonely and you're gonna need me and you're gonna. No, both of them?
They were both sharp-tongued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he started going ham. I was like,
Yeah.
and then she.
Yeah. I just want to back up one side.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No. So we have, at the beginning, Rose, little Rose, and Jackie. And Jackie's telling her, oh, like, Pete was such a good man.
Yeah.
Like, he was a good man. And he loved us. And, like, talking about his death. Like, he got, it was a hit and run. The guy didn't even stop.
Yeah.
And no one was there. He just died. Yeah. And then Rose and like current Rose and the doctor go back and kind of see her parents, like
they
for
what it truly was.
their wedding.
Yeah.
And he messed up her name.
Oh, so that part I was like,
Yeah, you were like, what?
no, because like, why was he acting so weird? I was like, did he have some disease? No, because it was like, Ginny,
Jacqueline,
Amanda. I was like, dementia? Like, I don't like literally what. There's something wrong with him.
Yeah. No, he's just not a great guy, kind of.
So I wasn't even, that didn't even get me to be like, okay, so really them. Because like, I feel like she wouldn't be like, oh, he was a deadbeat, to her like little kid.
Right.
So I could tell like,
But that is what he was. And we find that out.
But that was crazy.
But like, gotta love our girl Jackie.
Yeah.
Like, keeping that good image of her father.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Let's tarnish
sweet.
his name, No,
yeah.
Because like the daughter Rose never really knew him.
Exactly.
So like, why would I paint an ugly picture of him?
Yeah. Yeah, because she was a baby when he died.
Yeah.
Sad.
Very.
Okay, so anyway, so we get to where they are there to help, like, be there for him as he dies. And first time comes around, nope, Rose runs off, she can't do it.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, how triggering
like the
would that be?
Let's go watch your dad die.
Yeah. I mean, she did ask.
Yeah. I would just
But,
like, like, to just see him in a random, just to,
Which
like,
they kind of did with the wedding.
Yeah.
But then Rose escalated it because she was like, no, because no one was there. I want to be that person. I want to be there for him as he dies. Rose, girl, I mean, we get it.
I feel like if they could have made it more precise, like, let's go to the minute where, like, right after he just got hit, so we could just run in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let's just
Like,
wait for him to get hit by a car.
2 feet away.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like there would be, like, more of a mess.
What do you mean?
I don't know. If you get hit by a car that fast, like, wouldn't, like, you hit your head? Wouldn't there be, like, blood?
I guess it depends on how he was hit,
Okay.
Yeah, because it could just be, like, regular. It's, like, more internal trauma that, like, does you in.
You have experience with that?
I know a little bit.
Disclaimer, she does not. Don't look at her criminal record.
I watch Grey's.
Yeah.
Let's just say I have some experience in that area.
Wait, okay, there was a TikTok that I saw of this woman. Sorry, this is so off topic. But she was in Italy, I think it was, and she was with her family hiking. And she's like, starts recording. She's like telling her daughter to go back to her dad. And she sees like this
I'm about to laugh.
this long like thing that's wrapped in a trash can, and it kind of looks like a body. And she's like, oh my god, like, is it a body? Oh my god. She like gets up close, she's recording, and we see like this trash bag, like, and she like kicks it kind of with her foot, and she starts running away. She's like, nope, that's a body in rigor mortis. Don't ask me how I know. And then it's like her running towards her husband, and you hear the guy yell like, is a bear chasing you? She's like, no, worse. And then it cuts and it's like, yeah, it was lawn equipment. But I was like, it's a body in rigor mortis. Don't ask me how I know.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Like, I know how it feels. I know how it looks. I know the steps in the process.
Of only car accidents. Getting hit by a car accident.
Yeah, and rigor mortis for that.
And rigor mortis. For that specifically. Nothing else.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love that.
Anywho. Right.
So yeah, they're like 2 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
She sees it and then runs away.
Yeah.
Doctor goes after her. She's like, I messed it up. Like,
oh yeah.
Can we do it again? No, because she says, like, can we do it again? And the doctor, I'll do it for you, Rose, right?
Yeah.
So they do. They go back. They're now a little farther away, which probably would have been a better distance. Yeah.
Right.
And they're watching, and he's like, okay, when that Rose and the doctor run off, that's when you can go.
Yeah.
Because he's like, this is really like...
Yeah.
He explains.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good. It's not supposed
fragile
to be.
time.
Fragile. And she's like, yeah. No. Rose, I want to know, did she... Like, I think... So, you said that you thought she was going to save him at the first time around.
Yeah.
Do you think she had it in her head the whole time that she was going to save him?
I think she thought in that moment. It seemed like a very like, no, I'm sorry, I messed it up. My bad. Okay. Now I can be with him. But then I think in that moment she was like, you know
What if I did more?
I can't see it again. I didn't see it. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely the moment. Spontaneous.
Because I think that's what she says later. She says, like, I didn't plan it.
Yeah, because he was like, this is your plan the whole time?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like, oh, that line where he's like, yeah, so I told you that it was, a spaceship and you didn't want to come with me. And then I said it could travel through time. And then you decided to come. Did you have this plan the whole time? I mean, honestly, if I was a doctor, I'd probably be thinking that too. Because, they've only had, that we've seen at least, 8 adventures.
Right.
Or 7 adventures, because this is episode 8.
And they do still talk like, oh, we only do that to grab milk. And that's like their
yeah,
casual things.
Yeah,
so they've been there a minute. I don't think I'd be suspicious of her like that.
No.
I feel like maybe when you asked me, oh, that was planned. Like, in that moment.
Because I remember asking you in our first episode of our Doctor Who watch.
How do you remember that? Okay.
Because I specifically asked you because of this episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I know it. I've seen it.
I know it. I've seen it.
I tried to ask questions that may
have full circle
references later.
So now I'm going to be very... what'd you ask?
So I did. I just asked you, like, about what you thought of him saying that, oh, it's a spaceship, and her not going. And then when he did say it traveled through time, if you thought that had any sort of weight on her decision.
Yeah.
And I think, I can't remember exactly what you said.
I said, like...
I think you were like, I think it was just because he came back again.
Yeah.
And it was, like, just a second chance of, like, well...
Like, it's even better.
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Yeah.
Also, if someone showed up in a spaceship, that's cool. We can travel around, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But we can also go back through time in a spaceship. Like,
that's cool. Like, you're not just, like, through space.
Yeah. We get to go through different
time and space.
Yeah. That would get me, too.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're in a spaceship. Great, cool.
Probably if they said spaceship, I'd go.
I mean, more than likely, yeah. But, like, time... Yeah, I'm getting on board.
Yeah, absolutely. You especially.
Me especially.
Yeah, which I'm so surprised that you didn't watch more of this show. Just because you love, like, ancient time archaeology.
It was getting more like... More and don't come for me when I say this, because I'm enjoying it. But more like... cheesy? Not cheesy, but like...
Yeah.
It wasn't ancient.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really about history as much.
Yeah. And it was like made in 2005.
Yeah.
Which was cool, fun.
Yeah. I mean, like the graphics, like
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more like that.
But yeah.
Which didn't keep me going.
Okay. Wow.
But no, it's getting good.
No, it's
getting good.
I can't wait for the next season. I'm sorry. Y'all know Tennant's my favorite.
Love that guy.
I love him. And he's such a good guy.
He's a great guy.
He's a great person.
He's a great person.
And literally, you know what? Okay, I have to save my Tennant talk for when we get to Tennant.
Thank you.
Because I have so many fun facts about him.
Because right now...
And I love him. But right now...
It's about...
Esselton or Eccleston. I don't know how to say his last name.
Damn.
I think it's Eccleston. Call me if I'm wrong. What's a doctor's number? Do you know his phone number?
Why would I know his phone number?
I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so then she runs and she saves him from the car. And the doctor, I remember, it goes to the doctor and we go, Daddy's pissed.
Daddy's mad.
Daddy's mad.
The whole time they were, after that, just quiet. Daddy's mad.
Daddy's mad. He was given the silent.
He was
pissed.
mad.
I would be too, though.
I would be too.
Daddy was mad. So, yeah. And so they are not yelling, but like they are spitting out insults after insult.
Yeah.
They were really getting on each other.
Like, I knew you were just another idiot.
Human ape or whatever. Like, yeah.
Well, you're lonely, so I knew you were to come back for me. You won't leave me. You need me.
And he's like, you want to bet? Give me your key.
Yeah, here. I knew you to come back.
Yeah, fine. No, because and then he walked out. And then Pete, boyfriend trouble?
No.
Okay. Also, how old are they supposed to be? Because like they already look like they're kind of. I mean,
the parents.
Yeah, because I mean, Jackie's obviously played by the same actress who's playing her mom now.
Yeah.
Which I would assume. So if Rose is like 19, 20, her mom would probably be what, like almost 40, if not 40.
Yeah.
And so if she was
back,
a baby,
20 years-ish, 18 something, whatever.
Yeah, they would be
30s
or like late 20s.
Yeah.
They do not look late 20s to me.
No.
But
I feel like shows, like early shows, because like, even in like X-Files, they'd be like, this young man. I'm like, that man's 40.
Yeah.
So I'm like, probably hear the same thing.
Yeah. And I also think they probably made the choice because if they saw like a young, like 20-year-old or, late 20s person up against Rose, like I feel like they really wanted to show this is her dad.
Yeah.
Like, and he looks like her dad at this age.
Yeah. Plus, like, if you're going to use Jackie,
be like, as if you have to, Yeah. So I feel like maybe that had a bit. But yeah, so now the doctor's left and Rose is in their house apartment. I think it's an apartment. And yeah, there's like all his stuff around and she's kind of
like, he's so clever. Look at his little thing.
Yeah, she's telling the doctor. And he's just looking at her like, no.
And it's crazy, like, oh girl, you're not feeling the heat. You're not feeling the heat.
Yeah. But then, so doctor leaves and now it's just her and her dad. And Pete starts going, if I had a girl like you. And she's like, no. Don't go there.
You don't want to go there because and then we would be going. And you don't want to go there. You don't even especially don't want to go there because if I go there, we're not going.
No, we're not going there. And he's like, wow, you really know how to flatter a guy. She's like, stop. No.
Ooh.
But also,
okay,
why is this guy?
I know.
Taking home.
I know.
This. I mean, he
does say it later, but like still. Before we get to that part.
And also, why are you kind of flirting with her? But we also get later, Pete may not be the most faithful man.
Ooh. We fell in the coats and we got stuck.
Were you naked?
Right.
How does that happen?
So
we don't know the details.
Great
not
in the relationship.
A great guy.
Still trying to get his life together.
Yeah. But we do see Jackie.
Miss Jackie.
No, is it the 70s? Was that what it was, or 80s?
I think it's the 80s.
I think it was the 80s. But like the hair.
And
the blue eyeshadow. And Rose goes like, the hair.
I have never.
And Jackie's like, excuse me? Like,
lovely.
She's like, no. She's like, okay, so you bring one of your girls to a wedding. No. And he's like, I'm not that stupid.
No, literally. But
you're a little stupid.
Bit.
You're a little stupid. This is a random lady.
Yeah.
Although Rose did tell him that she was going to that wedding. But still,
like, okay, let's go together for everything else. I'll bring you to my house and I'll do this and that.
That's weird. But
she has a good, welcoming, warm.
I mean, I love Rose.
Ambiance to her.
Yeah. Also, why did he bring her to his house? Like, what for? Because the vase was not broken.
Yeah.
and he didn't fall on. Did they fall on the ground? Or did she just push him away? Like they kind of stumbled?
I think she pushed him on the ground.
Oh, did he change?
Maybe that was it.
I didn't even see that detail. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Let us know.
Let us know.
But and now we're seeing like the creatures start appearing, and like they go to like the playground.
I know.
And they start taking the kids, and then what we don't know yet, it's a little Mickey.
Which, and I didn't even...
Which I did ask her while we were watching. I was like, okay, so Mickey is a child, what, like 6, 7?
7 at least. 7, 8 even.
Yeah. And
Rose is there as a baby.
So what is their age difference?
Because she was 19.
She was 19. And what, he's 27?
Yeah, 25, 26.
25? And how long have they been dating? Yeah. Obviously, they've known each other all their lives.
Right. Which also is weird. Because with a 8, 6, 7, I mean, as a baby, like...
Yeah. I mean, what? When
you're 10, he'll be 18 or something?
Rose you go back.
That's because they do each
Mickey?
And you love rooting for her and Mickey.
No, I don't.
That's your boyfriend.
No,
you love rooting for that.
I don't like their relationship. I don't. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I'm trying to give you the questions as someone who has not seen it. No, I don't.
No, I
don't. Stop it. Oof. But for the record, I do not support that relationship.
But we can tell
But also,
daddy issues.
I was just gonna say, because also, I mean, Rose is kind of, you can tell she has a crush.
Yeah.
The doctor is 900.
Yeah. And then
a little bit of an age difference.
Yeah.
Which I think they mentioned a couple episodes back when when she was gone for a year. She only thought she was gone for like 2 days. Yeah, and like Jackie's like, who is this? Like what age are you?
Yeah.
And then she ends up asking, she's like, wait, how old are you? And he's like, yeah, 900. And she's like, yeah, well, Mom was right about one thing. That is one hell of an age gap.
Every time we keep seeing the little moments between them. No. Stop smiling at me like that. Because I don't know that means like, nah, you don't even know. It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. Or like, nah, you don't even know.
No, there's so much to unpack there. And we will just be like peeling off tape as we go. Like not even just Rose at that point. Yeah. Like there's a whole box.
What's in it?
So many people. And there's some we love, and there are some that we don't love, and there's some that are unrequited, and there's some that are dead, and there's just some that are crush it. Yeah. It's a big box.
Okay.
The doctor gets around.
He did say we be dancing a lot when we go out there. Oh.
So, yeah. Anyway, we keep getting, like, on tangents. I feel like there's a lot to unpack, okay?
Anywho.
And we're fresh off watching episodes 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Like, we literally just watched them.
So good.
Those are good.
Those are good ones.
We'll get there
Anyways.
in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just finish this one.
Okay.
So the monsters start taking the people, and then Mickey runs away.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's a flying alien eating people or whatever. And they're like, haha, you're so funny, Mickey. But honestly, who would believe that?
Yeah.
So, now they're in the building, the wedding, there's tension. Doctor's still not there.
Yeah.
Right? No, the doctor did get there because he's running.
Right after Mickey came.
Right,
And then
So doctor's running. He's like, Rose.
Yeah.
Because then the flying creatures are like,
they're like, get in.
Descending.
Trying to eat people or whatever.
Yeah. So they all get inside. Yeah, eats the groom's dad.
Mm-hmm.
And which, honestly, he deserved it.
I know. Like before, you will regret this.
Yeah, like you don't
change your
have
mind.
to say yes.
Like it's fine. Damn.
And she's like 8-9 months pregnant.
Damn. Okay.
I'm going to just skip forward just a centimeter.
No, please.
I love the moment.
It felt out of place to me.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
When the groomsman and the wife are talking to the doctor?
Yes.
Why'd you feel like that was out of place?
Because, like, he's already mad. Because, like, you fucked everything up, Rose.
No, he's calmed down.
No. He's mad, okay? He's like, I'm trying to figure this out. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, oh, okay, gotta close doors. Okay, make sure, da-da-da-da-da. And then it was just like, they walk up. No, tell me. And I love that you can have, it felt so out of place. Because before, sometimes, they'll come up to him in, like, other episodes.
Yeah.
It's just like, can you go? Like, you won't understand. You have a small mind. Like, you're a human. Da-da-da-da. Like, he always brushes them off. And so this one felt like, let's actually take the moment to really talk. No. And those walks and sandwiches, like, it just felt out of place.
Okay, well, see, I love when he's like, they're like, well, we know we're not important. He's like, who said that? Like, he's like, talks about, their life. And he's like, I'll never have a life like that. Like, that's beautiful. Like, I think that's so sweet.
It's a sweet moment. I do like the moment. It just, that was a weird place for it.
Here's where I think my mind goes.
Okay.
And there's some canon behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a spoiler, though, because I just think it's a natural progression of the relationship between Rose and the doctor and the effect that Rose has had on the doctor.
Okay.
Because, when she first met him, he's like, I don't care about Mickey. Like, who cares? Who was that? I don't even know his name. Ricky. Whatever. His face is melting. Oh, that's bad for me because now I lost my signal.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, doesn't really care about people.
Yeah.
But I think with Rose, who is so there for the people.
Oh, yeah.
She is
like
defending.
in her.
Yeah. And I think the doctor kind of also, he did get mad at Rose. And I think he kind of regretted in that episode how mad he got and how, like, mean he was to her. Where I think he kind of was, like, reflecting. And I think he was like, okay, Rose is, what would Rose do? Yeah. What would Rose say?
Because, like, I never got to have those moments,
Yeah.
I can get why, like, you would want to save your father.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, the father's dead.
Yeah, but, like, you know.
Save, like, yourselves.
No, I'm talking about her as in Rose.
Like,
in
Rose.
That situation,
Yeah.
And then seeing here,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, to me, I think that's a reflection of Rose on the doctor, which I think is very sweet. And I think, is telling of how they have affected each other. Because I also think in this episode, they did do a little flip-flop. Because to me, Rose being so ballsy enough to save her dad.
True. And he was like I'm going to connect with the people. Like,
exactly. To me, that's very the doctor.
Okay.
So I think that they've kind of like
yeah.
affected each other a little bit.
I see that.
Yeah.
All right. I'll respect that.
Okay, you respect it.
You know who isn't respectful?
Brady.
Sorry, anyways.
That was an inside joke from earlier.
I had to. Anyways, sorry.
Wait, who were you going to say?
No, it's Brady. Okay.
I thought you were going to
I had to get it.
I thought you were going to put us into like, oh, Pete is not respectful. Like, put us back into it.
That would be a good one. Okay.
No, that would be
who isn't respectful? Pete.
No, because he's still with Rose. And I mean, look, he's trying to figure stuff out. He's like, why do I trust you so much? Like, I gave you my car keys.
Right.
I don't know you.
Yeah.
Also,
because, okay, I knew he was going to, like, figure it out. Because right back in the day, when she was, like, going to herself, like, oh, he's so clever. I was like, they're going to bring that back. And then, no, I'm going to reach for this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach for this one.
Okay.
Because then now, he's all seeing these little things, boom, 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 putting it together. He's so clever.
Yeah.
I was there with the writers. They were trying to do it so subtle, and I got it.
See, for me, I thought that it was just another lie that her mom told her about how, oh, he's such a good guy. Oh, he was so smart. Oh, he had all these inventions and businesses.
No, but I think in the moment she's talking, and she's like, these are his little things.
Well, yeah, because she's saying like what her mom had told her about him.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think when she says, he's just so clever, like, oh, he's just so clever.
Well, I thought that was because she's looking at all his like inventions and business stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like in that moment she's seeing everything. She's like, wow, my dad's so clever.
But those were all failed businesses. Like, they're not great.
She doesn't know that.
Exactly.
It's in the moment when she's saying that.
Yeah. That's why, like, in my head, though, like, in that moment, like, when I was first watching it, I did not think that he was clever. I thought that that was...
No, in the moment, I didn't think he was clever either.
Yeah. I still think that it was a lie her mom told her.
No, it is. Okay, you're not here.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not getting it.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
all these businesses, they failed, da 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 da. But, like, all these ideas he had, okay, cool. He's a little creative guy. He's fun. Da, da,
Yeah,
da.
creative. Love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So then when Rose is looking through them,
Yeah.
at that point, she believes all the lies her mom told her.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, she doesn't know they're all failed. But, like, look at this. He did this. He did that. Da da da.
Yeah.
When you're first seeing that, like, oh, he's such a clever guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
Just
Yes.
one.
I'm here
Then,
too.
I think they're trying to show, like, he ain't always just a failure, deadbeat, yada, yada, yada. Like, he actually is clever. Not because of what her mom said, like, what she's believing,
Got you.
but, like, this is him actually being clever. You know what I'm saying?
I have now
You connect the
followed
dots?
and connected
Yeah,
the dots.
because I said, I'm going to reach for it. Like,
Got
here with the
you.
writers, they were trying to be like, look,
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you now.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
trying to show, like, this is really him.
I got you.
Mhm.
Yes, I agree. Anyhow, so yeah, so I mean, he had a little moment with the doctor where they were looking out the window and
Mhm.
doctor's like, yeah, I have to figure out how to do this. And then they see the car.
Mhm.
No, because look,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
the doctor is mad at Rose. It doesn't matter.
That's his girl.
That's his girl. And he's going to save the people she loves.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, no, like, easy way would have been, yep, sacrifice the dad.
Yeah.
Because I see that loop there with the car. No, I'll figure out another way.
Yeah. Cause I also feel like it ties back to, like, I wish I could have saved my family as well. You know? And, like, if I could really save him while cleaning this up, like, in a way, like,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I'm saving family. I'm saving...
Yeah, that's so true.
I know this doctor! Ugh.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I just, like, need a moment.
I know.
To be like...
He's so, like, so lonely and hurt.
Truly. And it just gets worse from here.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Are we going to have a t-shirt that has
Yeah,
it right there?
That's our merch.
Wait for our merch drop. 20.
What?
Yep. In a million years. Anywho. So, yeah. And the doctor and Rose making up. They had a cute little moment.
Because, like, he gets it.
He gets it. And he's like,
And you're young.
just say you're sorry.
Just say I'm sorry.
They're so cute. And while they're, like, making up, he's, like, playing with little baby Rose.
He's like, you're gonna grow up, be like my best friend.
It's like Jackie trusted the doctor with the baby, and I think he even, like, makes a comment about, like, that being, like, so out of place. Like,
yeah, like, Jackie, go and do that.
oh yeah, that too. Because, like, Jackie's like, what are you? Who are you? Whatever. Jackie, I finally get to say this to you. Get away or whatever. She's like, yes, sir.
He's like, should have done that earlier.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, though, I know that, like, everything goes back. Again, I'm skipping ahead.
No, please.
But, so we know that Rose is there when he dies.
Yeah.
Right? And they kind of do change time.
Yeah.
Because then we go to Jackie telling little Rose,
Yeah.
oh, it was just a, like, teenage boy, 17, and he stayed the whole time, called the police. And there was this girl with Pete, you know, was there with him until he died. Okay.
I know.
But how does Jackie not remember the doctor? Also, why doesn't she remember meeting Rose? Because Pete tells Jackie, this is Rose, and she has that moment of, like, ew, what were you, like, 12 when you had her and you used Rose's name again?
I feel like, though...
But then she accepts that that's is
like,
Rose.
Once he's like, oh, he's supposed to die, boom. I feel like that, like, erased all this stuff. Because, like, oh, you got killed. Oh, but now you're alive.
Right.
You know, I feel like it erased all that kind of stuff. So once he, like, oh, this is him, that was supposed to happen. Him laying on the ground, being hit. I think that's where it started of, like, actual time.
Okay. Because, like, I'm like, I don't think they ever specify that.
Yeah.
But I do agree, and I do think that
Probably just, like,
But, yeah.
clear that up.
I just thought that was, like,
I know.
interesting that they didn't clarify that, though.
Because then it's weird because, like, now, Rose right now, who like finished, was there for her father.
Yeah.
Do you remember, or like, as a kid then?
Well, she was a baby.
Well, she was a baby, but like, do you remember your mom telling you that story? But
both ways?
You know what I'm saying? Like
you get into like those paradoxes.
And I hate it.
Which I think is what the doctor even said, like, this is a paradox, and that's why this all happened.
Yeah.
And you touching yourself as a baby creates a paradox which would let them in, which is what happens. And they kill the doctor, which was crazy.
I'm the oldest, come take me. Boom.
Okay, you say so.
Oh. Didn't think that.
Anyhow, and then the part where Rose and Pete are talking, and he's like, was I a good dad? And she's like, yeah, you were the best dad. You told me stories every night. You never missed a night. Took off
Sunday.
Every Sunday. Which I'm like, girl, that's not realistic, though.
Yeah.
But
like,
that's not me.
Not me. Stop,
Pete.
But then, like, dang, if like he had lived and like somehow she was telling it, like, whatever, like, do you think then that moment would have made him do those things?
Like, be a good dad?
You know?
If he did survive.
Yeah, because, like, boom, he's talking to his daughter.
Right.
Was I a good dad? Yeah, you're great. You read to me every night. Wow. So now I'm living. So I'm like, well, I read to her every night, so I'm reading to her every night now. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that would have...
I think that he would have tried for a little bit, but then I think he would have slipped into old habits. I think it would have...
You don't think seeing his daughter, like, look at... Like, I have to...
No. I don't think so. What do you think? Do you think
I don't know. So I'm like, what if that's what changed him to be like, well, this is going to be what it is? You know, like, in a way, like...
I don't think so. I don't think that would have changed him. I think it would have a little bit, but then I think yeah.
I'm going to say it did.
Wow.
Or would have. Dang.
Anyhow. I mean, we kind of jumped around there, but do you have any other, like, specific points you want to talk on that?
No.
Wow. How did it... So, like, I mean, I know it ended, like, with... Did we see Rose and the doctor at the very end, like, say anything to each other? We watched this a couple days ago.
I think it was, like, she was there for her father, and then they both walked off. And then it was a story of like, the actual, like, oh, a girl's there. And they ended up there.
Because I'm curious, like, what did happen between Rose and the doctor after the fact?
I feel like the doctor would just be like, all right, so where to next? I feel like he would just, like trying to get back into it.
Yeah, you're so right.
Well?
So what would you rate this episode?
Ooh.
I remember when we turned it on, it went right into it, and you were like, whoa.
Jesus. Like, they had to cut some things out. I feel like
the
pacing right there
was went
terrible.
Right into it.
I was like, all right, and then let's get your father and I, let's go. And then, okay, we're here and ready. Okay, whoa. Let us be in the TARDIS for a second, be like, where should we go to next? Well.
But it was kind of a nice change of pace.
I don't know if I like that pace.
No, you didn't like it?
I don't think I like that pace.
Okay.
At least the beginning. It was very jarring.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, hold on. Let me get in the mindset now.
Yeah.
But I will rate it. Be careful, Mike. I'm going to rate it a 7.5.
Ooh, that's probably what I'd rate it.
Because, like, there's some flaws, but, like, the stories...
Overall, yes.
You know?
And I loved seeing a new aspect to the Rose and Doctor's relationship where they did have a real fight. Because this one felt like a real fight.
Like, I'm trying to hurt you. I'm so pissed at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Both shows like, oh, you guys made it to that point where you could be, like, nasty to each other.
And then still make up. No, you love that.
I
don't. Me, I could not. I'd cry.
Don't you fight all the time?
I literally never fight. I hate fighting. I cry every time I fight.
I was saying the other day, like, I want to get to a point where we fight. Not that we're gonna fight, but like,
I'll cry.
I know, it's so annoying.
No, when you...
Which leads us into the next episode. Which I did really enjoy. These
yes.
two-parter?
two-parter. So we have episode 9.
Yeah,
which
good.
is, we really just went into it, which is The Empty Child.
Mm-hmm.
It was directed by James Hawes and written by Stephen Moffat, and it came out May 21st, 2005. Now,
How do we start off?
Huh?
How do we start off?
I will read the description.
Oh my god.
I'll read the little Wikipedia
let me tell you.
synopsis. Let me tell you. Chasing a metal cylinder through the time vortex, the Doctor and Rose land in London during the Blitz. Rose follows a young boy in a gas mask who repeatedly asks if she is his mother. She climbs a rope attached to a barrage balloon that rises into the air and is rescued by Captain Jack Harkness, previously a time agent, now a con man, who interests her in buying a valuable warship. The Doctor talks with a young woman named Nancy, who knows the boy is connected to a bomb-like object that recently fell. She directs the Doctor to a hospital where Dr. Constantine shows him patients with injuries and gas masks identical to the boy's. Nancy reveals the child is her brother Jamie. Rose and Jack arrive in time to save the Doctor as Constantine begins to transform like his patients. Should I just read episode 10 and we talk about it all as one?
Yeah.
Because we did literally just watch them back to back, and I feel like they just flow so naturally. Yeah. So episode 10 then was The Doctor Dances, also directed by James Hawes, also written by Stephen Moffat, came out May 28th, 2005. Y'all really had to wait a week.
I know.
Y'all really had to wait a week. We didn't. And neither did you, though. Oh, because if you're watching with us, get you. So, Jack explains that he sent the metal object through the time vortex to attract time agents to this period, where he would have them pay for the object, but before they could receive it, a German bomb would fall on it. Jack claims that it is a perfectly safe and empty old medical transport, but the Doctor is suspicious. At the site where the transport is held, the Doctor realizes that it once contained nanogenes that are able to heal wounds and deduced that the nanogenes attempted to heal Jamie, but thought that all humans should have similar injuries and gas masks. Nancy claims it is all her fault as she is actually Jamie's mother, which she admits in front of the child. As they hug, the nanogenes identify Nancy's DNA as being his mother's and reverses Jamie's transformation so that they resemble each other. The rest is done to all the others who had been converted. Jack captures the bomb that would have fallen on the site, and the Doctor and Rose rescue him before it explodes, inviting him on the TARDIS.
Okay. One, even though, we need to go back, but,
yeah.
Right when we saw the girl and, the kid, because I was like, oh, that's your kid, right?
From the very, very beginning?
Yeah.
The phone box was...
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Maybe not that one. Maybe when she was in the house.
Okay.
And she was, telling him, he has no soul. He just...
he's empty. Don't touch him.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, that's your kid. Then I was thinking, but what if that's too, on the nose? So I was like, okay, maybe that's just her little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was confused, why do you keep asking for your mom when she's supposed to be your sister? So I was like, okay, maybe it is her kid then. And she just, I don't know why she wouldn't want to say, if you're saying that's my brother, why you shouldn't say my kid?
Yeah.
Anyways, I just wanted to make that distinction. I knew it.
She knew. Now y'all haters are going to say she didn't know.
I knew it.
She knew it.
But then I also was thinking,
actually,
what if the kid, her son, brother.
Yeah.
Her son.
That's a whole other.
That's a whole other thing. Died, right? Because that's what she said. And then whatever alien thing, just very close, copied him. And now I'm him.
So it's not even the original body person thing.
So I was like, maybe it could be that. So I was like, how do they both, her story and the whatever with the time, I feel like there's two different stories, but not really kind of connect. I was like, how do they converge? It's maybe it's he copied her kid or something.
Yeah. Which,
right.
I'm this is kind of making me think of later episodes that are really interesting. Mm-hmm. But I think that something throughout all of Doctor Who is, where does the alien aspect begin to be causing issues, and where does human nature also end or begin to be causing the issues.
What do you mean?
So in this case, everything would have been fine if Nancy had just said that Jamie was her son.
Okay.
But it wasn't fine because there were aliens that like messed up his DNA. There's better examples of this like
I think
in later seasons, but like it's just like what like human nature versus like, you know, the alien.
In this specific, I mean, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
In this specific aspect, I think it is the alien because like her son would have died. And
right.
bomb just would have landed there anyways.
Absolutely.
Things would have gone on. But it's because that alien thing came there and like changed it.
Absolutely.
So technically it's Jack's fault. Ooh, uh-oh.
Speaking of.
Let's
just kind of, I know that's not the very beginning, but pretty much.
Yeah.
Captain Jack Harkness. American, not Brit.
I know, I love him.
What did you think?
I loved him. It was funny, he was like, when we first met him, he was all looking at the binoculars, zooming on her butt. Other guy, there's a time and a place.
I was like, nice body. He thinks he's talking to him. Jack, there's a time and a place.
So like, boom, thought that was funny. But then right when like he actually saved her and met her, I was like, whoa, he is laying it on thick. But she's eating it up.
No, she was.
But I was like, no, you're suspicious. Like, if you really wanted to like con her, like, you're putting it on too much. I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
But also,
you'll learn that's honestly just him.
But that's him too.
Which is hilarious.
Because then he'll also be like, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, but I do have this thing.
Serious.
And I want you to like, are you even listening to what I'm saying?
No, because I was like, they're like dancing and he's like explaining what he wants from her, right? Like the worship, like, you know, and she's just like, ah, da, da, da. It's that like TikTok trend of like someone talking and then it just goes, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, I have no idea what you're saying. You said some words?
He's like, oh my God.
Like, okay, you have a partner. Are they?
Can you do the negotiating? Can you do it?
Okay, well, let's go find him.
Yeah.
No. And then it's skin for Emmy and Tech. And then Rose is like, no, finally.
Professional.
Professional.
I was like, uh-oh, you gonna jump ship?
She gonna leave the doctor?
Uh-oh.
Is that what you're thinking?
No, I was just like in a thing like, uh-oh, she gonna jump ship? You know?
Got you.
But anyway. But no, I love him. Also, I was so confused though, because he's a time guy.
Agent, yeah.
Time agent.
Obviously not from 1941.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And to my knowledge.
Right.
The only time Lord Agent, I thought interchangeable possibly, was the doctor and his people.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, is this like another one?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Another of him? But also, how do you... Hello?
Yeah, and then they meet and he's like not...
And then, because the doctor's all talking to Rose like
time
doctor,
agent? Oh, okay.
Time agent, Dr. Slog, what's this, what's that? So obviously, she's like, you know, not telling him the full truth, trying to hide some things, but also he's also trying to understand, like, what is this? Who is he? What technology does he have, you know?
Right. Well, I don't think Rose is hiding anything. Rose...
Well, I mean, she was like... She told him, like, oh, Mr. Spock, or like Dr. Spock.
Not telling Jack.
I thought you were Jack everything. Sorry, let me put that clear. Not telling Jack everything.
Got you. Yeah.
The doctor were like going over the details.
Yeah, because she was kind of going along with what Jack was saying, like, oh, you're time agents. And she's like, yeah, we're time agents.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
But I was so confused. I was like, how are y'all both time people and you're not the same?
Yeah, they really did not explain that.
They tried to just...
enough.
Let me see your weapon. Oh, you're from the 51st century.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I will say, when I was first watching it didn't cross my mind at all that he was that he could have been a Time Lord or whatever. Yeah. I just kind of rolled with it. But, you know, I was younger watching it and I was just rolling through it, you know, and just enjoying being there and watching this really cool sci-fi show.
I like to think.
No, and that's what this is about. Absolutely.
But no, I was just like, hello.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a really interesting, and it is a very, that is something that someone could think, for sure. And I think that they should have explained it a little bit more.
Yeah.
They kind of, I think, tried to clarify by the doctor.
Like that one line.
Showing, Jack showed him his gun, and the doctor's like, oh, this is 51st century technology for million or whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's a banana grove. And they say another thing later, like, oh yeah, he's a 51st century man.
Yeah.
So, yes, but also there could have been more.
Yeah. Because, like, okay, how many people are doing, or like time travel?
Time agents, yeah.
Yeah, so I was just confused.
Yeah.
Like, okay, great. So how many other species are out there that are time
related, yeah.
And then 51st centuries, he said Vervillian,
Yeah.
Is that
a planet?
A planet? Or is that a place on Earth that we're calling that now?
Yeah, in the 51st century.
Because then they say, like, a banana grove. Okay.
Right.
You're calling it a banana as well. I might be going too deep into it, but I'm also like, no, explain to me.
No, they really didn't. Yeah. And later you'll get more. I mean, as you watch the show, as like you'll get more information. About Jack.
What?
If you know, you know. But truly, if you know, you know. Thank you.
What?
You'll never guess. You'll never
He becomes
guess.
a doctor. He doesn't. I know.
No. Could you imagine?
That would be fun. He'd be a cool doctor. You know?
Yeah.
And we have a spinoff.
I mean, Nishudi's gives a little bit of his fun and sass.
Ooh.
Which, also, I would like to comment, because a lot of people are feeling iffy about the new, like, series starting with Nishudi. And some of the things that people are saying are about, like, the quote-unquote wokeness.
Okay.
And how, you know, obviously Nishudi is a gay black man in, like,
in life.
In life.
Yeah.
And in the show, they you know, use that as an aspect of him.
Okay.
But also, I mean, he's kind of androgynous to begin with in some aspects. You'll see later. But I mean, he was literally a woman.
I know.
Before.
Yeah.
With Whitaker's doctor. But anyway, so like they're talking about this whole like quote unquote wokeness of the new series. But here's my thing. 2005. Okay? The showrunner at the time is a gay man.
Oh.
The creator, well, not creator of Doctor Who, but like the rejuvenation creator of Doctor Who is a gay man. Russell T Davies is gay.
Shocker.
Shocker. And the show that he wrote before Doctor Who literally was about like it was two guys and a girl, and it was like about like, I don't know, like I don't think they were poly, but like I think they were I don't know, something going on there. But that was literally a show he had before, and one of the main character's name was Rose, and he literally used that character's name for Rose in the new series of Doctor Who. But yeah, you have Captain Jack Harkness, who is queer to a T.
Yeah.
He's like, I go both ways, always, species, don't matter.
He's like, when you've lived this long, you can time travel and you meet other species.
Exactly. Like the doctor's literally like, like, that's just
But
life.
also, like, the doctor's 900 years old.
Exactly.
Also going around.
Like, you don't know what the doctor's been up to?
Why would we not?
But, like, you literally have 2005.
Yeah.
That, I think, could have been considered...
Like, whoa.
Whoa. You have an openly gay man, who also, the actor who plays Captain Jack Harkness is a gay man as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean... Like, you're saying that Doctor Who is starting to become woke in this new series? Like, no.
You're just seeing it's too much. Like,
no.
what?
Like, it's been woke.
It's been this way. Did you watch it before?
Did you watch it before? I mean, like, it's crazy. Because, it's like you literally have Captain Jack Harkness. You literally have Russell T Davies.
Yeah.
And the Doctor doesn't necessarily have a gender.
Exactly.
Like, because... they're both a male and female at some point.
Yeah.
Like, and they literally like everybody.
Yeah. So, multiple queer characters already.
Yeah. And so, but now it's all of a sudden, no.
Exactly.
Sorry. I just had to like comment on
like,
that.
Black?
No, literally. Well, and then you had a woman before, which was a whole other problem.
Bro.
No, crazy.
Watch something else then.
It's all the men.
I know.
I'm generalizing, but
no, it's all the men.
it's all straight.
All of them.
Straight white men.
All the straight white cis men.
White cis.
Straight white
Supremacist
men.
men. True though.
Not literally.
Anywho,
Yeah.
Getting back on track, I apologize.
Mhm.
I had to comment on that.
Mhm.
Captain Jack Harkness, he's got Riz.
No, he
Rose?
does. I love him.
Rose does not have Riz.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I said that twice and I didn't even need to do that. Oh, Rose.
No, she's just drooling over him.
And
And also, she's 19.
I know.
So
Handsome. Kind of
I can't really blame her.
I wouldn't blame her either.
I'd say, okay, Captain Jack Harkness.
Jack.
Jack.
Jack and Rose.
There is a Titanic episode. Kind of.
If you know, you know.
I'm trying not to say that as much, but also it's literally.
Yeah, if you know.
If you know, then you do know.
Yeah.
So, and we're trying to keep it spoiler free as possible as we go, because I ain't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
And for people who are watching along.
Back into it though, real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say, at first when we met Nancy, I thought she was another alien or something.
No, she did appear out of nowhere and then disappear out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then you see him, I mean, I guess it's a phone box or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, there's a phone in here, and, you're seeing a whole spaceship with this guy.
Well,
basically.
we don't know if it's a spaceship.
But, I don't know. I feel don't answer it. She already knew what was going on.
Yeah.
How do you... And then, boom, gone.
Yeah. That was a little sus.
But I did love her story. That was so sweet. All the children, all the homeless kids, she's always feeding them and all right, let's go. Da, da, da. I love her. I wish I would see more of her.
Also, another canon gay. You have the house that she breaks into.
Oh, yeah!
She's like, so everyone thinks that your missus is having an affair, but it's you with the butcher, Mr. Whatever. So I think you will get me everything that I want.
We love it!
We love to see it.
They just love it.
No, they weren't woke in 1941. No.
They weren't.
No.
They're not paying attention.
They're not paying attention.
Anyways,
Anyway.
great freaking episode. Let's see, what else we got?
Yeah, both episodes.
Yeah. Because I was like, how are we going to go from... Oh, yeah, how are the two storylines going to, converge? We have, Jack and, his little... con type thing,
Yeah.
that story, and then also what does face mask or gas mask
Have to do.
Somehow they're gonna connect because what's going on?
Of course.
here, right? So when he was like, "Oh, it was an ambulance," da 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 da.
Mhm.
Oh, look at my nano things that are in
yeah.
my ship already that can heal you. Da da da.
Did you make that connection?
Yeah, no, they were
Yeah.
dropping lots of hints. I was
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so good. I feel that was perfectly interwoven.
Yeah.
I love Nancy. I want to see more of her. That's my girl. She's strong. She's motherly. Also, sorry, I'm all over the place.
No, we're all over the place all the time. Look, we follow each other's mind.
They don't have to follow along.
They're going to learn to follow
There
the
we
way
go.
that our brain works.
There we go. When we first saw the kid,
Yeah.
immediately I would have grabbed his hand.
When he was in the door, with
Yes.
his little hand through the mailbox.
I know he has no soul. I know she just said if you touch it, you'll turn like him. I know he's not even an actual... At the time, we were thinking, not even an actual kid.
Yeah.
This and this and that. Are you my mommy? I want my mommy. And that little hand?
Well, you're a mom, so
I know, but even before that.
I would not touch that thing. I would say, ew, go away.
Well, you hate kids. And that's how we balance this channel out.
Absolutely. She gives the, I love kids, and I give the, I hate kids.
And together?
We're kids.
Okay.
That's the equilibrium between us.
Oh,
With the
yeah.
bubbles. The only thing is
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. What?
You know what I liked?
What?
At the end of episode 9?
Okay.
When the doctor went, go to your room! Or was that the very beginning of episode 10? Or whatever. Whatever. The end of episode 9, beginning of
Right.
episode 10. He's like, go to your room!
He's pretty smart, I will say.
The doctor's a little smart.
He's a little smart.
He's a little smarty.
Because, he's looking for his mom. He has a child's mindset.
Yeah.
All these are coming towards us. What's the way to get them away?
Yeah.
Go to your room.
But how sad is that? Because then the kid, like, drops his head, and then, like...
Because, like, I'm literally just trying to look for my mom, and you're sending me to my room.
I will say...
What?
They will they will reference back to this, I think it's 2 or 3 times in later seasons.
What?
Yeah, they'll make, like, a joke about, like, are you my mommy? And stuff like that. They'll make a joke about that.
That's cute.
It's cute. They'll do a little callback to this episode. It's really cute.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It's just fun because it's like once you're watching and like you know things and like
you're like, oh my god,
Easter eggs are actually happening.
Yeah.
That's why like I think a lot of people will stop after the first season because they're like, it's not as good as everyone's saying. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I can understand that.
Yeah.
But like once you get into it, it's like now you're like into the lore.
Mm-hmm. Things
are starting to be unraveled because that's another thing. They do slowly unravel things. So like about Captain Jack Harkness, you won't know his full story like until I don't even know the end of Tenet era.
Dang.
You finally are like you have a lot of the pieces, and then of course you have like the spin-off show Torchwood, which also gives way more context and everything. But I mean, there's just so much information that they have to put in that it's like, you know, they don't want to overwhelm you.
They stretch it out. So it's like different, you know, how they have long episodes, just like different things happening each episode too.
And then, oh my God, there's a storyline, which is my favorite freaking storyline. Mm-hmm. And because when you first watch the first episode that it like happens, okay, you're with me. If you're with me, so I tried to change it up there. See,
I love that.
Because it's sad, but then when you know the whole story, and when you're rewatching Doctor Who, no, because that's devastating. Because no, you don't even understand.
No, I don't think you do.
Literally, like you're like, I don't okay, like that's weird. Like, who are you?
Yeah. But then when you...
No, because it's actually insane. And that is my favorite. Like, no, because they had that
with
planned.
A companion?
No, I can't say anything. They had it planned for so long. Like, and just like, I don't know. Like, it is so good to
Are
me.
we seeing things of that now? Or that's like too far back?
It's not. It's gonna happen a little bit. But I can't tell you when because then, like, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. Ooh. So when that episode comes around, y'all better go onto YouTube. If you're listening on our podcast, go to YouTube. And because, look, I try to be a little sly, but also my facials, I like to give a little ooh to the camera.
Yeah.
So when we're there, you'll, if you know, watch the video and you'll know with me. We'll share our looks together.
We'll share the looks too. That's why we're watching it, so I can have those. Okay.
No, you'll watch back. Yeah. Once we're done with the whole show, right? You'll come back and rewatch all of our Doctor Who episodes.
Ooh, on so YouTube. It's like,
and then when you were saying, you'll be like, wait,
I'm actually with you
because you
now I'm here with
Kelcie, I see what you did there. Yeah, you'll literally be like, you'll be with the people who know what I'm talking about.
I will be if you know you know.
If you know you
I
know.
Will know.
You'll be part of that gang. Absolutely. If you know gang.
If you know you know gang.
If you know you know gang.
I think that about wraps it up for today.
We didn't like really go through that episode.
We did. I mean, we didn't go like step by step.
Yeah.
But I feel like...
Here, you know, okay, I have a couple more things.
Okay, no, please.
Because you had some things to say about whenever the Doctor and Rose were talking about dancing. Okay? So Jack disappears, and Rose and Doctor are left.
I knew it was gonna happen. I heard
and they're like starting putting music on. Jack's like over the on-comm. He's like, you know, let me drown out the little creepy. Also, why was he being so creepy? The little child saying, "I'm gonna find you." You're looking for your mother. They're obviously not your mother. Why you gotta be creepy about it?
First of all, and like I said, give him some slack. He doesn't know. He's not sure. Are you my mommy?
Creepy about it though.
Are you?
Why are you coming after me?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not your mom. Go away.
Okay, but let me just make sure.
No, that's actually creepy.
I'm gonna stand beside him.
Loves kids. hates kids.
That's the balance.
Anyway, so Jack put on the music, drown out the creepy kid, and then Rose starts talking about, she was dancing with Jack, and
he's like, oh yeah, you know why I like him? Because he reminds me of you. But dating and dancing.
Yeah.
And that.
And the doctor's like, I can dance. No.
Don't.
No, because you literally were like, you were giving an ick face.
I was a little icked.
And I'm like smiling, like over here looking at your reaction watching
I'm like, no.
No, because she was trying to distract, because he was going crazy, still like zapping things with his screwdriver.
No, I know exactly what's going on. Like, I do. I genuinely do.
It was sweet. She was like, if we're gonna die, let's die.
Let's just have some fun. Come dance. Like, I've never seen you dance. It's gonna be so funny.
Yeah. And then it was a really cute transition
to
like Jack being like, like usually when people are teleported, they notice. You guys are so sweet. It was so sweet. It was cute.
Is it sweet or is it?
No, it's sweet.
Look.
And then they were dancing and they did the same thing to Jack because Jack was gonna sacrifice himself.
That was cute.
Talk about character growth.
Con man turned hero.
And, I mean, he just has more growth as you go.
I can't wait for him, though, honestly.
I love Captain Jack.
I'm loving him. Oh. I want him to be here for a minute. Don't look at them. Don't look at them.
Anyway, we'll get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they save Jack in return, at the end of the episode.
I was like, they're not gonna kill my boy.
Yeah.
Because, it's about to detonate. I gotta go. My head, okay, boom. Take it off, throw it in space. Oh, we can't do it, da-da-da. Still sitting there, I'm like, no, he's not gonna die. Because one thought, he has a spinoff. But the spinoff could be that, 2 years of his life, which he doesn't remember.
Right.
So it could be that, so okay. But I'm like, no. I knew they weren't.
Yeah.
That was not how I was expecting. I love that. I was like, oh, okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, no escape pod. If you try to release it, it will explode. And then for a minute, they started showing him, driving off or whatever, flying off in his space. And I was like, oh, are we going to see an explosion? I was like, no. He's not going to die. So I'm like, I'm confused. I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
You coming? Come on, hurry up.
We're dancing.
That was cute.
Because
he was really like, all right, if I'm going to die, all right, let me just give him a martini.
Yeah, let me get a little martini. His little thing about the executioners and ending up in bed with them, that was funny.
Great couple.
Wow. You can't really say that much about an executioner.
Which I'm like, okay, let me learn about that.
Cute.
On there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
Because him and Rose. But also and then they're would they say something like, I think it's really his turn. It's how do you know which one you want? I don't know.
Yeah, Rose and the doctor stop dancing, and the doctor goes, wait, I just remembered. I can dance. And then he starts kind of jiving. And then Rose is like, oh, well, actually, doctor, I thought Jack might like a turn. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, me too. Who with? Or it's but I didn't, I never said who with who.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then, and then they all kind of go off. But yeah, that's cute.
They're all going to date each other.
Polly.
Mm-hmm.
No, because the next episode,
okay,
I think you're going to love the vibes of.
This is the one you're like, okay. Because what do you mean by vibes?
Because I'll spoil a tiny little nugget.
Okay.
Because in our last Doctor Who podcast episode, you were talking about how you wanted a good gang, a group for the TARDIS.
Yeah.
You get that vibe in the next episode. And it's really cute.
What a ragtag team.
Yes, ragtag team sort of vibe. And it's cute. And I think Oh,
it's going to be so good.
Yeah. So, real fast, again, check our calendar on our Instagram, but next pod episode is going to be talking about episodes 11, 12, and 13. Ooh. So that's the season finale, other than the Christmas episode, which will be the week after. We're watching just episode 14 of season 1, which is a Christmas episode, and we'll be diving into the new Doctor. Yeah.
Look at me. Like
We're almost done with season 1, which is actually crazy to be done so quickly.
Oh
like only a month and like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
also,
actually
like,
insane.
I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I know probably gonna love Tennant, but like, what if he doesn't have the vibe? But like, he's his own vibe. But like, what? You know?
Oh, just wait. It's so good. But
okay,
let's rate episode 9 and episode 10. Do you want to rate them together or separately?
let's do it together. I feel like it really was like
it was like boom, and then boom.
and then it began like
yeah.
all of one. This one was really good. This one was really good. I really love the story. Love the kids. Love the homeless. Love the homeless.
Love the homeless.
I love Nancy. That's my girl.
Yeah.
Wish we saw her more. Man, I'm gonna rate this one a good 8.5.
Ooh.
I was gonna say 7.5, but I'm like, no. Let me reserve that.
I would agree.
Yeah.
For an 8.5.
Yeah, that was really good.
This was a strong couple episodes.
Yeah.
So
like, now I know what you
talk
mean.
about it much.
But like, we did.
I mean, look, there's only so much to talk about.
Yeah.
But also, like, there's just so much more coming.
Yeah.
Because when we get
to...
Yeah. So I know it's a little crazy because, like, we're going to be talking about the next episode.
Okay.
And then it's a 2-parter season finale.
Yeah.
So the one episode is going to be kind of out of place.
Yeah.
But, like, when we get to season finale, like, things are really going to, like, full circle for this season. And you're really going to, like, really understand everything. And, like, some of the questions I ask, you'll understand. Some of the references, you'll start understanding.
Because I forgot.
Absolutely, I will.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, Bree, you were also asking, you were wondering about how the actor changes.
Yeah.
And, like, how that's going to work.
How that works. And then also, how's it not, like, the same personality?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're different person, but the same person, same memories.
Yeah. So we're going to learn about that a little bit for the
Yeah.
first time when we finish the finale and get into the Christmas episode and really see how all of that works.
Oh, I'm actually really excited. Like, genuinely.
I know. I'm excited.
But also, like, bittersweet.
It is. It is. But you're going to love Tennant. You're going to love him.
I know I am. But, like, oh.
And then I get to talk about all of the things about Tennant, all the fun facts.
I love a good fun fact.
Right, I'm going to probably spit them all out when we watch the
Yes.
Christmas episode.
And I want that.
We'll talk about them.
Okay.
I love Tennant.
Okay.
Also, when we actually, in 2 years, when we finish watching all of Doctor Who,
Uh-huh.
we're going to need like a Doctor Who like end wrap up
Yeah.
statistics.
Oh.
Because we're going to do our rating of the Doctors.
Oh.
And or like favorite, least favorite,
I love
companions.
This. Love it.
We already talked about how we're going to do the Christmas episodes. Like monster, or like
I'm about to say like
the
villain,
alien
monster,
villains.
whatever.
Yeah. Because I'm just so curious. Like I
love that kind of stuff. I'm like
wait.
my brain.
Because we should like when we do that, we should write what we think the other person's list is, like their order, at least for like the Doctors and companions.
But like start with
those
like
two.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I have my guesses now, which we've talked about a million times. We went totally off tangent at the end of last pod episode. I'm going to say it again. I think you'll love Clara. When
You hate
I hate her, so you know she's on the bottom of my list. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna like her. Why do you want to create this rift between us?
You wanted to fight with me.
Ooh, wait. Just love her to fight? Ooh.
You love that. You were going to love her only for the fact that I hate her. And you wanted to fight with me about it. And that's
stronger. You're like, oh, therapy. Let's get her in that.
Absolutely.
All right. I'll catch y'all next. One more time.
Rewind.
I'll catch y'all next time. Next week on our Doctor Who pod.
What episodes?
11, 12, 13.
Wow, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first. I'm a professional.
She's a professional. And then, thank you.